Greetings and salutations, everyone. It is I, El Sambo, the great El Sambo. No, it's just me, Samus. And instead of working on the bus and doing things that I should be doing like a grown-ass adult, instead we're going to play video games. Because I want to. We got a bunch of stuff going on for the next week, like probably everybody else does. And I woke up this morning like, man, I should get to work on some of these things I need to do. But I don't want to. So instead, I'm going to play some video games. The main upside of my job, if you can call it that, is that sometimes I can go to work and play some video games instead of... I do not want those. I want those to go away. I don't need this many tasty hams on my person either. So let's weed these down slightly. Alright, that looks good. Yeah, so we can get some work done. Let's fist this thing. As you can tell, our damage is not huge. It's okay. We are wearing some mediocre hand wraps here. Hey, Talab. But they are ghost touch, so we're wearing them. It's how we work. It's how we roll. Let's update our stream manager because we see Talab's greeting over here in the restream software, but not over here in the pardon me, but not over here in the proper spot for it to be. This looks good. This looks good. This looks fine. I forget what the training dummy gives you. I don't think anything, to be honest. I think that's replaced by whatever these buffs up here. Still nice to have some sort of metric gauge, though, as your wheel baby webbles. Let's see, where do we want to start this morning? We have a couple of things that we need to do. Like finish Splinter Skull, stuff like that. My apologies, that was way worse than I was expecting. Oh. Whew. Yeah. So, yeah, maybe we'll start with the finishing up Tangleroot Gorge run here. I think our healing, especially because we won't have to worry about Reapers, because we just have to go in on regular mode, our Lesser Vampirism Holy Wraps will be enough to keep us up and running. Yeah, it should be more than adequate. No. Get out of here. Get out of here, floaty names. Nobody wants to see that junk. Transport me away. Why is this guy's sword backwards?
The hobgoblins here do not seem hostile.
I've said that before, but I'll say it again, I'm sure. No.
You have found the mouth of Splinter Skull. The shouts of
Good morning, Wood.
echo from within.
Good to see you. Oh man, my eyes are filled with
Scratched into the
the
stone
junk.
here, almost invisible, is a message. Seek the Spider Caves. Massive, well-armed hobgoblin, returning Yarkages. Avengers to snarl with rage.
So I want to spam the "you can't stun me" as much as possible. Power. That's like really key in some of these questicle type areas here. You're gonna see me hold things a lot until I have to open a door. Well, hello.
You remembered today.
I remembered what I remember.
Jump into the live stream.
Oh, yeah. Well, we had a bunch of people jump into the voice chat with us like the last couple of days, so makes it easier. Makes it easier when people also show up over the live stream chat.
Mm-hmm.
Really should be out working on cleaning up the bus and take a trip to the hardware store. I think I picked a doodad for streaming.
A doodad?
Yeah. A dongle so I can capture the HDMI goodness without having to install another video card, because I don't want, or not a video card, but a capture device. I don't want to put anything else in my case if I don't have to.
An arrow is thrown in the dust on the floor, partially erased by the passage of many feet.
Ba-ba-dum.
That was a wood that snuck in here. I would.
Hello.
No Yolanda yet this morning?
No, not for another 20 minutes.
Ooh, you sound like you're getting a cold. You alright?
An arrow is drawn in
Yeah,
the dust
last
on the
night.
floor,
I haven't used my voice yet.
obscured.
Oh, okay.
Points to the side passage.
Go. So we need to get our Touch of the Dragon, or whatever it is, up and running here pretty soon, so we don't get just stunned. Zelmon, good morning.
You found it. The key
Merry
to
Christmas
Splinter
to
Skull's
you.
Inner stronghold.
Happy Hanukkah. Then someone's going to be like, what about Kwanzaa? How I feel about Kwanzaa.
The last of Yarkage's Avengers lies dead.
That's why what's a happy holiday. You get all of them
The
at
door
one time.
remains locked.
I wish people the happy holidays in particular.
The
I'm
inner
not going to
stronghold
just throw out a happy
to a
holidays.
fortified door. From the
I
other side,
sometimes
Happy
I do.
holiday any
this
day
must
of the
be
year.
the way to the inner stronghold.
And be correct, because somebody's got to be celebrating something.
Yeah, especially now. Ew, gross. I don't think I have a... So I figured out how to do the levers in Two-Toe Tobias without
There are no controls on this side.
without a ranged weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So I did not grab a ranged weapon. Basically, purposely, thinking I did not need one. But I think I have to get a ranged weapon for this quest. Don't think there's another way about it. So it sounds like my friend LJ is going to meet us all tomorrow. Or sorry, Quiet John. QJ will be joining us tomorrow for Friendsmas in Kansas City tomorrow. That's going to be pretty exciting. I have not seen him in a while. Spoke to him not too long ago, but He, like Ben, are off getting more doctorate things. Quiet John already got his pharmacy stuff, so he's already a doctor. And because he's a pharmacist. And then he decided that was not good enough, so he's off to become a doctor, a medical doctor now.
Write scripts.
What was that?
He just wanted to be able to write scripts.
Yeah, he wants to write his own scripts and then be able to fill them himself. No, I think...
There you go.
I just think he was unsatisfied with that part. With doing the pharmacist type work. Wow! I'm glad they restarted the server this morning. We'll just sit here and see if it breaks out of this loading screen. I love you, DDO, but what the F? This is a bit ridiculous.
It seems like normal for me on Ultra side. Of course, they just had like almost a 24-hour time.
A 24-hour lag?
No, they brought it down to put something in.
It took them 24 hours to get back up after a patch.
Yeah, it didn't. It was more like 12 hours. It wasn't that long. But you know, the hordes were miffed.
Well, I said I suspect that there's a problem in the handler that moves you from zone to zone, and I definitely think that in particular has a problem in it now, and I really wish they would figure it out.
I'm wondering if it isn't where the servers are.
No, the current server placement, is my understanding, is a pretty high. A pretty high speed quality server, as I understand it. And servers are really cheap now, so you can get good ones for pretty inexpensive. Looking for an opinion. What would be a good first-time buyer's adventurers pack? So, depending on what level you're looking at, really would adjust this. I always recommend that people buy the... let me actually just go there. At DDO.com, there is a market right here. So I always recommend if you're gonna buy like one thing to kind of experience some Dungeons and Dragons and really get into it, I always recommend that people get the starter pack right here. The starter pack is $9.99, which in and of itself doesn't seem that like right there, but you're gonna get the Catacombs Adventure Pack, which is roughly a $5 value. So you're like, but Samus, why don't I just go buy this pack for $5? Let me finish this here. You're gonna get 5 excellent experience elixirs, which are a trap. Don't drink them now, but wait a little bit later, and then you can drink them. Like when you're at 15, 16, 17, somewhere in that ballpark, you can drink a couple of these. But this is like a $5 value. You're going to get $2.50 DDO points, which again is like another $2.50 value. So you're currently at $12 of value. You're going to get this Scorpion pet, which is nothing. It doesn't matter. But that's like a nice perk if you'd like to have a little Scorpion follow you around. But you're going to get this permanent Gold Seal Hireling Ellery, which is, I don't know, I would probably spend $10 just to get this Hireling on its own. So it gives you a nice... Catacombs is a nice, good level 3 adventure pack. It's pretty easy. It's a bunch of skeletons. There's only really 1 or 2 quests that are even remotely tough. But it's a good little pack. But this Gold Seal Hireling Ellery is value. So basically think of it as you're getting $12 of value for $10, plus you're getting like a significantly higher value. I intentionally buy like a higher tier of things just to get the Gold Seal Hirelings. It's like the carrot that they'll give me. So I've paid as high as like $10, $15 more for something to get the Gold Seal Hirelings that go with it. So this is what I always recommend that people make as their first purchase when kind of stepping into DDO land. Now, if it turns out you're level 15, then that's a different story.
The hobgoblins do not seem hostile.
But also
Beckons you closer.
what's it called? The keep on the Borderlands is also pretty okay. It's not my favorite, but if you're brand new to DDO and have nothing, it's a good area to.
I mean, Delaris can be kind of important.
Delirious can be eventually as well. I feel like though, if you're a first life character, you can skip Delirious if you.
Yeah, but I feel like that's a bad choice to skip Delaris though, because you're gonna lose your what's it? The Voice of the Master.
Well, that's just it. As a first life character, you really don't need it. I never bothered to get one on any of the hardcore server characters.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're talking about less than 2 million experience to get to level 20.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you make it to level 20 on a... Like, at that point, you've kind of already got the experience you need to figure out, do I want to spend more money on this game? Do I want to become a VIP? Do I just want to buy all the packs, etc.? And you'll make that decision pretty quickly, I think. I mean, even if you basically solo your way to 20, you'll be pretty good. Deathless says I don't even use my Voice of the Master on my 3+ life character. I mean, I have turned them into... Like, every single cloak I wear gets a...
I forget mine quite often.
What?
I forget mine quite often.
No, like I said every single cloak I have, I slot with a Master's Gift.
Mm-hmm.
Thought I heard I love you 3000 pop up on the screen for a second, but it's not registering a thing. Thought I just heard the donation noise.
I haven't gotten all my anniversary cloaks yet.
Oh. I don't know. I think I have one of all of them.
Not all of Whisper Doom
And 2 of a couple. I need to probably do some weeding down. It'd be very unlikely I need 2 of the same ones.
destroy them.
True. But I think I only redeemed 1.
I don't know, if they had one for each of the servers, I would have appreciated it more, I think. Because then I could have wore the Sarlona cloak and I think I would have felt like it lined up a little bit better. But
I don't even remember what cloaks are out there.
they're like
Or what
the
they look like.
guild cloaks, right?
Hear hobgoblin voices beyond the stronghold door.
Yeah, they're
Guards ready for you.
yeah, they're all guilds.
Yeah, so you have like Orion, which is a guild, but like Kyber and Solona are not guilds. They're worlds are not the right word either. They're rings of the dragon, right? The great dragon above and below. I don't know. The mythology is a little bit weird in some of these places, but I don't know. It would have been nice to just been like, here's a cloak for every server, and then fill it out with some other type things. Stupid. And the Ray of Enfeeblement's hitting hard. Alright, let's switch to Fire Stance. Let's grab our Elixir of Supreme Agility. Hopefully those two things together will keep us from...
Yeah, Raven Feeblement is the worst when you're a monk.
well, especially when you build a no-strength monk.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Boss is coming downstairs. Danger, danger.
I'm in danger.
Yeah, they feel like they're just little plastic.
Yeah, they are.
Just
Yeah,
printed
this
with
guy.
the
The
3D printer.
This guy's
found there before.
Yeah, just be careful. So the wife was showing me some of the presents that she ordered for Remington. One more second. Sorry.
The gate here stands open, and you hear hobgoblin voices chanting, echoing from far down the hallway.
You want to use some DDO points to purchase. Well, that's a different story. I would actually need to take a longer look here. Let me do that real fast. So, if I go over here to the DDO wiki, and I look at quests. Love you. And click on adventure packs. And then Catacomb. I would not get Catacombs with DDO points. Again, I would just get them for the $10. Chanticleer is a good one. I actually really like Tangleroot Gorge. It is not epicable though, which is part of the reason it's so inexpensive. But it's a good one in my opinion to like run around and do stuff in. It's what I'm doing right now.
You also can do Reaper on it.
Yeah, also can do Reaper on it. Sharn Syndicate's a good one. At the 350 point mark. So yeah, if you were just gonna spend points, I would probably do Sharn Syndicate or Tangle Root. Tangle Root's a good one for experience because the quests are pretty easy and fairly relatively quick, but because you can't do Reaper and you can't do epics, they do have a kind of a short lifespan. A lot of people will skip it. Three Barrel Cove is probably the best one if you have under level 5, because there's so much experience there. It is epicable. It's got good gear all the way across the board. So that would probably be my number 1 below level 5. And then, like, Delira's would be really close. Sharn Syndicate would be a strong third. I hope that helps. Again, you can jump to the wiki. I'll just link the page directly for you. Look on the wiki and you can kind of glance at it and see what you think. Alright. Also, I suppose while we're here, this is a app from my friend Graham called DDO Puzzles, friend and guildie. And if we click over here, one of the options is Rune Wheels, and it marks them all right here. This way I don't have to remember. So purple is Ghost. Trying to jump to the back line so we don't even have to worry about the strength losing nonsense. Red is Gun. If I remember right, it's like 1 and then 4, 4, 4 turns, but I can never remember, so I just look it up.
Hieroglyphs around it hint at a way through.
Is this pack doesn't have a caster? Feels odd. Ba da ba da ba da. Let's see, who is that? Mark Lowers. I'm just going to call you Mark for now. Mark, thank you very much, my friend. Welcome to USS Fed Halfling. If there's some way that you can help me make sure I say your name correctly, I would appreciate it. But it's probably not going to matter in the long run because I'm pretty terrible at names. I am the real bad. High quality, not good at things. Let's see. And green is what I like to call I. Looks like the letter I to me. Okay, close that app. Get back to work. Alright. Center the camera on my pretty face. Alright.
Sonorous voice atop the dais stands
Nice.
the Splinter Skull totem, shining like the fires of Fernia. It must be destroyed. Zulkash dies with the Devourer's name on his lips. As he falls, the Splinter Skull totem collapses into rubble. You feel the
What was that time in this quest? Even stopping and looking at the wiki a couple times. 8 minutes. The XP was pretty bad for that particular situation, but again, I don't know how long we broke off to look at packs and such. A lot, I feel.
The hobgoblins here
It was a couple
seem
times.
hostile. In fact, their chief beckons you close.
On the plus side, our lily petal has respawned. I need to actually pull those lily petals out of the bank and actually just turn them in for potions. I have like 700 or 800 or something in the shared bank.
I always forget which ones you can turn in for potions.
Well, the lily petals I think turn into like
You have found
the equivalent of serious pots.
the shouts of hobgoblins.
So I just need to switch them, and then one of them's a remove curse and the other one's like I want to say restoration, but I don't think that's right. I don't think they had restoration pots until recently. Until the cap was 20.
I am a pot collector. Not a
Yeah,
pot
so's Talab, but he smokes it all.
You're not wrong.
Man, my nose is full of the gunk.
The Mercury is in retrograde, I think.
Oh my gosh. Isn't Mercury always in retrograde?
Seems like it.
Man, darn that Mercury.
Yeah, I don't actually have any idea what that means, but I saw a sign the other day someone was like holding up, and that's what it said on it. Does anyone else feel like Mercury is always in retrograde? And I was like, I don't know what that means, but yes, I do.
Smoky haze, you glimpse the ogre Moord, one of Yarkich's war masters.
Oh, see, that's what happens when we don't Fist of the Earth Dragon.
Chirazo. You're gonna have Chirazo.
War master
Oh man.
collapses.
Anytime, Zelmon, that's what I'm here for. I said you could ask 10 other streamers, though, and they might give you different answers, and they'll all be correct. That's the problem with opinions. There's no right answer. I do feel like most people will tell you that the estimated value on Three Barrel Cove is extremely high, though.
I think it is.
Unfortunately, I have to stop and blow my nose again. Ah! It's punishment for not going out and working on the bus in the cold like I should.
You say punishment, I say learning opportunity.
It's definitely that.
Your party has reached the inner strong. You hear hobgoblin voices beyond the stronghold.
I know what the bus wants. The bus wants me to get out there and get her done. The bus is like, why aren't you taking me on these trips? That's why I'm here. To be your home away from home. I'm like, I know. I want to go with you.
It doesn't look like there's much seating on the bus yet.
There's very little seating on the bus.
So I was like, oh my god, hold on.
But you could lay down. You could lay down on that bed now. I have to get some seatbelt stuff though, but one could lay down on it. Now we are attacking the middle line. That's a really weird. Alright, now the front line. Back line. It's weird that they would put the Slayers in the back line. Alright, so that gray part's supposed to be the blade. That's a weird blade. Very strange blade design that these Slayers are
mean, they are hobgoblins. They're not supposed to be like, master tacticians or anything.
The gobnoblins, I mean, they're pretty good at it. Pretty good at keeping me off of instance. Lost some sub points somehow. It's weird. Must have had a subscriber not resubscribed yet. Oh, they got me again. I didn't even see the woo woo.
Great.
Drop the woo-woo.
Yeah, the fall out of stance woo woo noise.
With the right key, it should open.
Ah, monsters. Oh, I didn't slide out of stance. I should have left that one in.
We're going to have a visitor over here, so.
Oh, very exciting.
Well, it won't make any difference to you because it'll be like an hour and a half. You'll probably be long gone and on the bus by then. So.
Well, maybe. But in any case, you have fun with your visitor. Wish Yolanda a Merry Christmas for me and a Happy New Year.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm just gonna sit here. The phone.
Well, but you'll be muted though, right? Or not be able to hear.
I just take off my headset because yeah, I guess.
Yeah. So if you're not around, or if I'm not around when you get back, wish everybody all the happy things. How do I still have 100 hams? I literally put 600, or not 600, but a bunch of hams in the... Oh my god, I'm carrying around 150 tasty hams. Beef, damn you, son.
Beef.
Oh, it's all good.
No ham.
Merry Beefmas.
It's very hamless for sure.
Oh, that's cute. Loaf and hamless.
I don't know if you guys... If you don't follow me on Twitter, you didn't get to see the picture, but Beef, like, really was going out of his way to try to send me some hams this Christmas, and then lost track of the day, so he just like mailed me 18 individual hams and then like a stack of 100 or something. I was like, oh my gosh, so many.
Why can't you eat food inside a dungeon?
You can.
Not the bar food.
Yeah, not the bar food though.
It's because they won't let you take the plate out of the bar.
Flames leap high from braziers.
Oh, you get it to go.
You have found the heart.
To
They
go back
don't
to
have
being invented yet.
styrofoam. Styrofoam has been outlawed in Stormreach for environmental reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, you just like wrap it up in wax paper.
Nope, it's against the law. Only option would be styrofoam.
No, it's not the only option.
No, that would be the only
put it on
option.
you put it on a plate and then stuff it in your backpack.
Nope. See, they haven't invented any of those options. Only styrofoam, and they outlawed
You
it.
have a backpack?
Nope.
Or you
You
portable-
see me
you
wearing a
call it a
backpack? I'm
portable
not wearing a
load.
backpack.
Captain of Splinter Skull is slain.
Only certain armor skins have. Oh my goodness.
Bless you.
Oh man, thank you.
Stop that.
It's
That
the
too.
nose, man. The nose knows.
I told you Mercury's in retrograde.
Yeah. But only certain armor skins have backpacks, and I do not. I have a very streamlined man skirt on.
Streamlined man skirt.
Here do not seem
Huh?
hostile.
He said streamlined man skirt.
It's a streamlined man skirt.
Okay.
And apparently a hardcore cloak.
That's right. My Reaper cloak. My I probably have real gear on. I should just keep taking these flesh render goggles for no real value. You know what? I'm gonna leave all this stuff here. Just don't want it. Just don't want it. I got what I wanted out of that quest. All that sweet, sweet experience.
Special. Well, till I have Sam chat, I'm gonna do something other than I'll just sit here and watch. But I'll be lurking.
Sounds good.
Feel better.
Bye-bye.
Miss you. So I think the dongle that I'm going to buy is made by the same people who make our stream decks.
Oh, okay.
So I at least don't think that I'm going to get screwed by them in the same way I got screwed by the Rexo / Movo people.
Mm-hmm.
Very agitated at them.
Don't blame you. I don't blame you.
So, but I'm going to be a real a-hole. And don't tell anybody, like Tobrel or anybody else, but we're doing Nerd Exchange for Friendsmas. I think tomorrow or Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure which day. But I'm going to give out that code so people can download that that screen capture software if they want it. I don't think the software is bad. It just doesn't do what I needed it to do. Like, in fact, I think the software is actually pretty good. I fiddled with the free trial, but I don't need to capture my computer screen to make little videos because I have OBS Studio.
Right.
I don't know if some of the other guys have that kind of stuff or not. Maybe they would want to record a video one day. So I'm not gonna feel like it's a total waste, but it's not at all what I intended. Alright, what do we have left? Level 7, almost ready for rank 40. Maybe we just go do the troglodytes get and finish up the saga. I guess I won't finish the saga, but it'll finish the pre-saga stuff. I'm not walking all the way over there. Honestly, feel like this is the hardest part of trying to rush through a TR, like in 12 hours or whatever, would be deciding what quests to do that are the closest.
Yeah, no, you'd have to map it out first, I think. You have to have a very firm plan of like, okay, we go do Shadow Crypt, then we go to, Restless Isles and go do those quests, and then we go do here, and like there's no downtime,
Right.
The quickest downtime would be like, alright guys, I'm going to get my Ravenloft gear,
Well, even that, I think
started on the next one.
So I think you need to be, all that gear needs to be put into your shared bank with a rough plan.
Something you can put into your shared bank.
The sound of living water surrounds you, and a faint musky odor hangs in the air.
Oh, you know what? This is probably a bad idea. I don't have any shield wand stuff or any shield stuff, and I guess I have Ellery. I was gonna say I don't have any way to heal myself, but I have Ellery, so I can always heal a little bit. So we're back on Reaper. But it's a Reaper Roll quest.
Rank-smelling jelly into the water. Something glistens far beneath the stone bridge. It looks like a clutch of slimy eggs.
Fragments.
You glimpse a glimmer of light from the waterfall.
See, but like all of our damage has been taken from like magic missile type effects thus far. That's 170 points of damage roughly from just magic missile type effects. That's very spammy, DDO. I just want you to know that I noticed, I saw. Malvic, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great day. If you weren't, you're going to now because you're here. What?
So I'll be back.
Okay.
This huge echoing vault was once the hideout.
I feel like I should have an opening. Like I should steal the opening from Thor Ragnarok, like when you're going to meet the High Master. Except instead of the High Master, it's just me, like painted to look like the High Master at the end, like cartoon me. Oh, that would be great. Should reach out to Clanky and ask if he would be up for making that adjustment. No! Gravity, you B word. You beautiful B word. Unacceptably bad. Oh man. Anyway, good morning. We're on our Dex base monk. Our little halfling lives. I haven't decided if our last halfling life is going to be a wizard life. Kind of like in the tradition of Samius of the way back, like the little armored wizard. But I'll probably do like Hellmaster / Eldritch Knight. Get her done this, or if I just want to play like a two-handed fighter build. Both sounds like a lot of fun to me. Fear Reaper. Samius no likey. Samius no like falling down the hole either. Equally bad. Let's try again. Let's try again this time with 50% less screwing up. Let's stay away from the Fear Reaper side. We get Fear Reapered, we'll just probably end up getting murdered. We do have a bow, I think. So we can shoot these arrows with our bow. I think Java has a shadow star in his inventory I should just steal. But it's not a, like, damaging bow. Oh, that's not good. This guy's awake. We just have to stay far enough away that the Fear Reaper doesn't start screaming. If it would teleport to us, I wouldn't care. But as it won't, we gotta be on the careful. That is a very not cool Reaper to have up on a ledge. We can't get it. It's gonna cut out my heart before it cools. Joke's on him, that's not my real heart. That is my spare butt. Oh. Alright, so this is like my concern is that this will be close enough that the Fear Reaper will start to scream. Looks like we're okay.
Through the arches lies the way to the Great Garl's resting place.
So many posts.
His lot never made it this far.
The negative side of Friendsmas is that everybody and their uncle are coordinating and updating. Which doesn't in and of itself seem bad until you realize that
In this sea-flooded cave,
everybody's responding to every other buddy's posts, and so your Facebook is literally chiming at you non-stop for an hour.
sputtering greasy slime, the last of the front.
Oh, that guy blew up the last egg for me. That was very sweet of him. Kinda just want to loot this chest now. And run away. Alright. Well, that worked out.
Our cave extends deep into the rock.
Let's,
This waterfall.
Let's see, we have a little bit more wiggle room for XP. I haven't done this quest a 1,000 times. This next one, the last one I'm going to do out here. But I did on the hardcore server a couple of times because you had to get the favor. So I kind of knocked some of the cobwebs off, and I want to get it back into the rotation where I feel like I know it. I'm going to do a series at some point for my YouTube channel where I basically go through each of the quests from 1 to 20 and then recommend whether or not I would take the time to do them or know them or whatever. But we're a little ways away from being ready for that. This is usually one that I skip because it's not required for the saga. Alright.
Where you will piece together the idol.
Let's start by
The air
taking the
around you
first
swelters with the heat given
left.
off by unseen machinery.
Yeah, let's see a champ. I thought so. Alright. So we can't get in there yet. Let's tackle the middle. I think the real difficulty with this particular quest is that the map is still... It's a three-dimensional map where things go over the top of each other. But the technology is still not super great in DDO. So even on the newer ones... Is this one trapped? No. So even on the newer ones, where that's more of a thing than it was before, it's still not great. Comply. That one's trapped, so we'll skip that one. Who has ever heard of a skyborn cow? That sounds far-fetched to me.
The idol of Halof's legs are nearby.
You believe it when cows fly? I bet there's been a cow that has flown before. Whoa! Whoa! Alright, never mind. That Mark of Chaos hit us really hard. Yeah. I don't understand how he managed to hit us down to that 6. I guess he was hitting for 120. That's pretty big hits. You don't take 120 that often. Alright, let me also check for a... Yeah, I didn't think so. I was gonna say, let me look and see if I have some sort of throwing star that's level appropriate that won't take me out of stance, but I don't think there is. I have some, but they're all like plus level 20. Yeah, I have to go grab that shadow star out of off of Java, probably. I'm gonna just I'm gonna go ahead and grab these. I'm gonna check the shared banks in the junk area. It seems very much like something that I would do is throw a bunch of like random weird metal throwing stars into the guild chest. Yeah, we'll go back to lab. I just gotta go get a big boy healer, and while I'm thinking about it, I wanna try to grab a throwing star. Oh, that would have been... Oh, not good enough. Alright, I didn't see a star in here. Will I go back in at R5? It wasn't my plan. My plan is, as usual, to get through the quest in a reasonable manner. I also don't like going more than like R1 or R2 on melees. Which a cold iron. Alright, well, last chest. I don't think it'll be in here. There's a silver-threaded one. Yeah, that sucks. Alright. So, I guess that means I need to start sticking some ninja stars in there. Ninja! Alright, let's pick a different helper. Feather's pretty good. Lathor's good if you're using mana, but I'm not, so we'll do this and we'll bounce back to Three Barrel Cove and see if we can knock that quest out. Jeez, I was not expecting that champ to just start wailing on us for 120. Ooh, excuse me. That's quite the yawn. Is there anything exciting happening in the Twitterverse?
This mine has not been worked since the pirates first.
Oh no,
claimed
my
the gold.
dyslexia,
It now
no.
serves to separate pirate from
There
peasant.
you go, feel better? Let's get dangerous.
The air around you swelters with the heat given off by unseen machinery.
I went on Reaper 5. See? 5. An upside down 5. Just for you. Don't say I never caved to the trolls. I thought I saw something back there for some reason. Hey, Famine Reaper. Oh, I see. Fire's taking a lot more hits than I would like her to. Trying really hard to grab the aggro, but... You know, don't get me wrong, she just essentially healed me for several hundred points of damage by taking the hits herself. Can I play Dragon Quest? I could probably play Dragon Quest if you want to be honest. Like I physically am capable of doing so. But apparently someone has to donate the cost of the game plus an extra $60. See, this is what makes this quest so difficult, is that there are so many... Alright, that chest is also trapped. So many ups, overs, and back downs that it's quite confusing. Alright, so this is the fire path. There are 2 other paths back the way we came that we still have to do as well. Oh, we rolled poorly there. Took a bunch of fire damage.
Shakes as the stone, the second piece of the idol has been.
You want to see what our number was for that? Oh, I rolled a 1. Alright, well, that's fine. Bonk ding. Alright, so now we're back at the beginning. I guess if we're all the way back to the beginning, it'd probably just be just as easy to go back up the middle. You just like go up the middle repeatedly, I guess. That's still not open. Huh. So it looks like we have to roll a 1 to... Oh, that one's not trapped. Alright, let's take this jump over here. We have one more path going straight through the middle. But we can do these rune wheels. Purple is ghost, red is candy cane. I did. I grabbed a UMB tome. I didn't eat it yet, because I'm going to check to see if Java needs a UMD tome. It's only +1 more for Samius. I already have a 4 on Samius.
The idol of Halas, the idol's third piece, has been located.
Alright, so there's the fire. One's down that bridge. Okay, that's back this way. Yeah, for 511 TDO points, it was pretty reasonable. this warriors. I don't want a shield. The shields are heavy. I think our Jade Fist DC here is not turning people green like it's supposed to do. It's turning them like white, like snow. At least that's what it looks like on my screen.
The idol of Halach's head is near. The idol is nearly complete. Only one piece left to find.
Ba-bong! I am also wearing a frozen tunic, yes. But it has been very consistent when I fire off the Jade Strike. I'm also getting that frozen. Yeah, I picked this up the last time I died. Alright, so we're going back to the beginning. And we're going to take the other tunnel. I believe the other tunnel basically just, like, shortcuts us right there. Where we want to go, I think. It's been a minute. But this should be underneath that bridge. Yeah, right here.
The enchanted mosaic, the idol of Halach's tail. You have found the last piece. Now return to the pedestal.
A lot of scorpions. Let's see if we can get out of here before. Yeah. And again, I don't necessarily think it's a bug. I just think it's the frozen tunic doing the thing.
A strange pedestal sits in the middle of this room.
Like it.
This must be where you will.
There's been some graphic overlay type shenanigans of late.
Upon its pedestal, complete again. Well done. The scoundrel.
This mine has not been worked since the pirates first claimed the cove. It now serves to separate pirate from peasant.
I think there's a way that I can. Don't think I have a way to. Can't get back in any of these quests. Far enough away, these guys are gonna leave me alone. Man, our viewership just like dropped like a rock all of a sudden. You know, Strimstorm started streaming, but did he start streaming DDO? Is that what happened? He stole all of my peoples. Yeah, I know. It's all good. Those of you who stick around with me, I appreciate you. Alright, where are we? We have this much more wiggle room to, before we have to take the level. I'm not one of those people that says that you have to wait till you're capped. I usually, actually, the last couple of lives I haven't even bothered. I just take my levels as I can get them. So I think we're just going to go ahead and level now. So I don't think that. I do want to think this. Now we're at 30, so that kind of covers everything. take that long. Alright. So we need one more point. Gross. Oh, I guess you get +1 hit and damage. Alright, that's not that bad, actually. Take the rest of these. There's our Jade Tome. I guess we take the rest of these, because it's like 3 more damage for 1 more point. Oh, do we just not have any more points? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Jade Tome. Level 8. Level 8's a big one for us. Gives us at least two semi-important pieces of gear. One we're going to have to finish really quick. And one that's just like straight up a must carry around now. Yeah, these hand wraps right here. So these are wraps of Endless Light with force damage on them. They're older ones. I don't know if the newer ones are better, but I didn't feel like the overwhelming desire to make a bunch of new ones. And then grab some Devout hand wraps in case we need to break DR for some reason. And then the other thing that we're going to do is we're going to put on this 5 rings, but I think I want to go put concentration on it. It's going to replace this ring. So let's go do that, and then we'll be ready for whatever comes next. We'll have to probably go back to the bank to get the stuff out of it to craft that. That's okay.
I'm back.
Welcome back. To the Hall of Heroes, didn't it? Nah. No, that's not what I'm looking for. It's a different guy.
As you enter the room, a woman wearing a noble's finery gestures for you to approach.
Oh, sweet. We actually can just put that right in. Oh, not spot. Concentration. That's dumb. It's a good thing we have extra. Alright, so let's take a look at this thing. We have... That's not... Oh, let's talk to this guy again. Alright, so now, do we want to put a quality thing in it too? We can afford one of each of these things. It seems odd. Quality physical sheltering. It's interesting. I don't think we have a quality that right now. I think we're just gonna slap quality constitution in this thing and call it a day. I feel like it's a pretty good catch-all for a lot of lives now. Oh yeah, that's great. So we ended up making an unnecessary gym, but that's okay. Didn't really cost us that much. Alright, level 8. What are we going to do at level 8? We have all the 6s and the 12 to do. Probably start with those. It's probably like the best, and then we'll probably wrap up somewhere in the middle of those. If not, we don't get them finished. I do need to spend some time working on the bus. I can't spend all day putting it off.
I mean, you can.
No, I need to get out there and get some stuff cleaned up, put away. Especially if we're going to be gone for a couple of days without checking on it. I need to make sure that stuff's moved into the garage.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff brought in so it's at least secured, and then swept out. And then while Remy's home, I really need to go get the wood I need for when he's not home. Necessarily want to draw a bunch of money. So one of the things that we were the wife and I have been talking about is whether we still didn't grab any magic missile protection.
Are now so abundant that the workers have rebelled.
Is I kind of want to do shiplap for the walls around the bed and the in the bathroom. And it's not super cheap to do that, apparently, in general. But also, if you want them to like pre-finish it for you, so what we've been considering is getting that burned wood technique, Japanese wood burning. But they want to charge basically $2 a square foot, $3 a square foot extra to do that, which is pretty expensive considering you're talking about like $5 a square foot, $6 a square foot to get shiplap anyway. So if you're going up to $8 to $9 a square foot, it's pretty, for how much space we actually physically need, it seems like a waste to me to do a bunch of things, but I also don't have a blowtorch. LJ, I think, has a blowtorch, though. There you go, now he turned green. That's what the Jade Tomb Strike. Does the Jade Strike not make them green when it does its thing?
Stands on an island surrounded by bubbling acid. Oddly enough, the Warforged has a crystal embedded in its chest. The green crystal mounted in the chest of the Warforged shatters, opening the green.
Very nearly feel bad for him. Looks like I'm intentionally swimming through the traps to see if I can figure out where my saves are at. Looks like I'm passing on a 4 pretty easily. I did take 2 hits of damage. I failed on a 1. I think it's just a 1. Oh. Took 2 1s and died. Well, that's what you get for trying to test something, I guess. That last trap hit me for 9. No. Doesn't even say. Just killed you. That's not fun. I was killed by Samius. Alright, let's look again.
Sorry, I just got bombarded with a series of phone calls.
Oh, it happens. No, I was intentionally swimming through the traps to see if I can figure out where my DC was, and it got me. Here we go. So that last hit was 136 points of damage.
Seems rather excessive.
Yeah. The one before that was 155. Again, these are all on 1s. Three passed. 2 passed. Okay. So that's good to know. Now we'll play a little bit more careful like. So we fail on 1s. Also, these spikes apparently do, at least on Reaper 2, somewhere between 130 and 160 points of damage, a failed save. It's a little bit on the intense side, I think, DDO.
I'm doing the bone grinder quest. As like one of the hags in there was a hero soul, and then when I killed it to turn it into the hag, it turned into a Fey touched. And I was like, this seems a little much.
Yeah, it's fun. You like it. Makes you feel good.
I guess. Makes me feel something.
Warm and fuzzy.
Pulling the lever dims the red crystal on the wall.
That's the words I would use to describe that feeling.
Has been opened.
That is or is not?
It's not.
What? I miss it. Oh, I know what I'm missing. This one over here. The best part of this quest.
It's simply the best.
The yellow area.
Uh-huh.
How long will a monster stay in the Tome of Jade? Do we know? Does it have a time limit?
It's a time limit. And it's super short on Reaper.
I don't know, this Market Chaos has been in there for a long time. And now it's loose. So like, almost 30 seconds worth maybe.
Yeah.
See, the timer is near 20 seconds left on the clock, so what's the cooldown on this thing?
The walls shimmer softly, then fade into invisibility. The only thing left visible is the lever in the center
60
of
seconds, so
the room.
yeah. About 30 seconds, I think. So my favorite part of this quest is right here, watching the hireling run to go get that lever. I love it. There's a couple people who claim they're as fast as the hireling to get this lever. I say nay.
Pulling the lever and the invisible maze dims the yellow crystal, which
You might be physically faster than the hireling, but you're not going to get all of those turns and curves and whatnot correct.
To get to the bottom of this mystery.
On which quest?
Beyond the large doors is
Another man's treasure?
but functional
Oh, no.
Objects and
There's no way.
scattered around.
I'm trying to remember who was trying to tell me that they were fast enough that they would be able to beat the hireling.
Sounds like a Titan thing.
Maybe. I want to say yes, but could have been. No, still showing the lever up and it's still highlightable, but it didn't. But it was definitely pulled. So I kind of refuse to spend any more actual money on Blizzard products right now because of their Hong Kong-y stance. But I have some pre-saved, like I had purchased some of their stuff in the past.
Yeah.
So like I have some credit essentially with them, and the Jade Strike reminded me of this. But right now, this time of year, they introduce a couple of skins that they call like the Army Men skins. So they're like they're on little plastic bases, and they are green, like the characters are made out of the plastic from the classic little Army Men. I really want to pull the trigger on a couple of them, but at the same time, I don't want to make them think that I'm giving them money.
Answering the final
This character just randomly has a alchemical dwarven axe.
I mean, did you grab one out of the guild bank or something?
As though some kind of magical force.
I mean, you could if you want. If you want.
No, it's alright.
Oh, I can't believe I fell down. Oh my gosh, this lag.
What?
Oh my god.
Lag doesn't exist in DDO.
Is ferocious.
The lever is pulled. The glowing sigil fades.
You need to stop your blasphemy. Lag doesn't exist in DDO. You need to stop that.
I think everybody pretty much is on the page that there is some lag.
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the developers are aware.
No. You stop.
I feel like they know. So the other day I was doing that Age of Rage quest with the Beef, where you have to solve the puzzle before you go in the infight.
Mm-hmm.
And I had turned off a couple of the red runes, like it couldn't get power. And I looked at what Beef had done. I'm like, all right, well that's fine. Like I had already done this side, Beef had did that side, so I turned the power on, and the room started on fire. Turns out somebody, not gonna say who, had set the room to go onto fire, and I was like, why would you do that, Beef? He's like, that wasn't me. Are you sure it wasn't you? Because I turned these to whatever. He's like, no, you didn't. Went back and I rewatched a little bit. I definitely did. I think Beef was trying to kill me.
That doesn't sound like Beef.
I know, right?
We don't play hunt the guild member in killing time.
The guardian falls to the floor with
Is that a thing?
thud. The room rumbles ominously as the wizard begins chanting.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. You in killing time during the second wave, you get these like little personal dots that like it doesn't do damage to you, but it does damage to whoever you're standing next to.
There must be a way.
So usually, you go off and you stand in a corner by yourself.
And the mad
But when Beef is in there, I go stand right next to Beef.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Or Tabril. I also like to do it to Tabril. It doesn't kill either one of them, it just makes them stand up and take notice.
Yeah. Well, our pilot friend unfortunately is not going to make it. to Friends Miss now after all. He said something has come up and he's not going to be able to make it, but it's
I also won't be at Friendsmas. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, he was going to get picked up, I think, at midnight on Saturday, or maybe it was 11 p.m. on Saturday, and then he dropped off at the airport at 5 in the morning on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Or Sunday morning, so he was only going to be there for like 6 hours. And some of that was going to be in the middle of the night. And by some of it, I mean all of it.
Right.
So he'll just have to Skype in or something.
Yeah, my one of my friends he's getting deployed over to Korea, and he wants to go to Reno in January, so I think that's what my next trip is going to be.
Yeah.
Go throw the dice around.
Just need to talk your old lady to move it to Reno.
We've talked about it already, and it's definitely on the table. Like, if we move, we're moving to Reno, probably.
Right. Alright, let's do one more of those 12 quests and then we'll probably wrap up. It's close enough to... Oh, that I want to do memory lapse is the last quest, I guess. So be it. You tricked me again, DDO.
Are you gonna be running Samius tonight?
It's Friday, so I probably
Friday
won't
night.
be playing tonight.
Forgot.
Find yourself in what looks like a vast library. Though broken bookcases and scattered papers suggest something has gone very wrong. Perhaps Terra Fenwith can explain.
There's an opportunity that I will play a little bit tonight, but it is very low.
Yeah.
And especially when I gotta travel tomorrow.
If I can get this character run through with you, I'll probably TR him with you. That way I'm not running a tank up by myself.
Yeah.
That sounds awful.
Actually gotta throw some clothes in the wash today too, when I should have probably done that already.
Do you know what your next life is gonna be?
I haven't decided. It's either going to be like a wizardy Samius, because the original Samius was a halfling, which is where the USS Fed halfling has come from. But I don't have because they didn't have gnomes back when I started playing DDO. Or so like Omage, the OG Samius, as a wizard. Or like I really would like to do an SOS type build in particular.
Well, if I can get this character to run through 20 with you and TR with you, I will have a tank. So whatever you want to play, it's, you know.
Well, it doesn't matter. Both of those builds can be melee, DPS-y type builds. Or I could Inquisitive or whatever also. So it doesn't matter.
Right.
I'm also really enjoying this monk thing. It's possible that I talked myself into a second monk life, but I don't think so.
See, and you were all like, nah, monks aren't that good anymore.
They're not that good, I'm just having a lot of fun. Like, the damage is pretty bad. Like, let's not kid ourselves.
Well, monks are support. They always have been.
They've been the top DPS several times. But like right now, they're not really that. It might be different once I get my Ravenlock Gear 2. That might change things a lot, and I can wear some real DPS hand wraps and not have to worry about like ghost touchness or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But or 9 maybe. Nah, see, I'm not gonna put those other bracers on at 9. As it is, I should be wearing a Jiztika, I think, and I'm not.
You always should wear a Jiztika. I wear that like all the way through, basically.
Yeah, I'm still wearing my don't shrine yet. I'm still wearing the lightning thing.
Mm-hmm.
So to give the 20% blur. Mostly because I didn't have one like right there, so if I had one like right there, I'd probably.
Yeah, when I play my monks, I basically put the Jiztika on at 5, and then I don't take it off until 20 when I put the epic Jiztika.
Yeah, I suspect that's not correct anymore, but
It's probably not correct anymore, but I imagine you wear it now until you get to Perfect Pinnacle, and then you put the Perfect Pinnacle on and you take off the Jistikas.
yeah. I suspect that's probably close to correct. I said I am not I'm not sure, but I suspect that's probably right. Continue to do a little bit less damage and keep the life stealing going. The vampirism. Ding ding.
In the Castle Ravenloft, and this is the one that I always get confused on. The ally when she's in the dungeon.
Oh yeah.
I always forget how to get to her because you don't actually go to the cellar, like you have to go from above.
Yeah, you just go through the like to go to the bracers room.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you defeat the guys in the bracers room, she's outside
Okay.
in the little chair looking down.
Alright. Yeah, I knew, like, you don't go into the dungeon. I knew that.
Oh, you still do. You totally jump down when you're done and you get like 4 collectibles. Is this... Man, I can't remember all the books that I actually want. Whatever. Take it.
You've found a book that can be used in speech. You've found one of the books for the speech.
Alright.
All the books in the West Wing have been found.
So I picked up one of the unnecessary books, and I went and did a whole bunch of unnecessary parts of the quest. But that's okay. So we're just gonna have to be more careful to make sure that we go.
Sam.
Huh?
That sounds awfully unnecessary.
Yeah. We just gotta be careful to make sure that I am paying attention to the actual book order. really don't want to have to haul this chick back and forth like not. Oh my goodness. No wonder she died. She spawned 2 Fear Reapers. I just died. Wow. I had over 12 dots of Fear Reapers stuff on me before I even realized that I was being dotted.
Yeah, that sounds bad.
Yeah, it was not good. Alright, so we're a little bit short. We can gibbers back up, which is not my funnest option, but that'll give us the time we need to kill these Fear Reapers, and then we gotta take what's her name to the shrine anyway. One more summon your spider and take a nap. Hey, what's up, QQ? I know you heard me say take a nap and you're just like, what? Yes, nap. I'm all about it.
Isn't that all that dog does, is sleep and eat?
She also barks and whines.
And I guess she poops from time to time.
Oh, she poops plenty.
Whatever was in this room originally, it's now dominated by a gigantic tree and an equally gigantic school teacher.
Hi, Carnage Reaper.
Hello.
Oh man, no, that's pretty sweet. Turn that Carnage Reaper into a jade statue.
Yeah, well, I had a monk at one point.
No,
it was all
you?
about
That
the-
seems unlikely.
Yeah, right. And it was all about the jading. And I had a folder on my computer that was all the different jaded things that I had, including a player at one point.
Oh, you just like screenshotted everything?
Yeah, I screenshot like everything I jaded. Or, you know, like, kind of like a Pokedex. I screenshotted one of each thing, you know?
Right.
Ooh, what in the world? Strahd just showed me my worst nightmare.
Yeah. Mega
Yeah.
lag moment.
No, he PK'd me.
Oh, the ground ate you.
Showed me my worst nightmare. I always thought this portrait fight with Strahd was pretty cool. Very Ghostbustery.
And I'm ready for the next Ghostbuster movie too.
You know, I wasn't, but then I saw the trailer, and I'm like,
have
I'm all
not
about
watched.
this.
I've watched literally like the first line of the trailer or whatever. They're like, we haven't had a ghost sighting in 30 years or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I've not watched any of it. I've not watched any of the trailer. Nothing. But I'm ready for it feels like it's gonna be a high quality Ghostbuster.
It looks good.
And
And he has feared me for like a day and a half already.
And I did not think that the the quote-unquote female-led Ghostbusters was good.
I didn't like it. My wife liked it. I didn't like it.
There's bits and pieces of it that I thought were pretty entertaining. But the problem was that everybody wanted to be the exact same kind of humor, and you didn't have, like... So the magic of the original Ghostbusters is you had, like, this sarcastic humor, you had the super dry humor, you had, like, the physical, goofy humor, and then you had the straight man. But in the new film, so it kind of covered all the different types of humor really well, while at the same time giving you a movie that has an excellent plot all the way through, clear and precise. Where the female-led Ghostbusters, everybody was switching what kind of humor they wanted to be all at the same time. Wow. Do not know what the hell happened there. Everyone was switching what kind of humor they wanted to be around. She must have some sort of dot. Yeah, that might be all she wrote, folks. So, because I can't run out of here. What at least was wrecking me so bad? Oh, there's another Fear Reaper in there somewhere. God, blast it. Oh, there it is. That's what got us, this Fear Reaper. I do have my free cake, but I feel like this quest is already balls right now. Yeah, not worth. Not Value Town. So, the parts of the movie that were actually really good is when there was just two characters, and they weren't both trying to be the same kind of funny. But that was very rare. So, like, those were the good scenes in the movie, but then the rest of the time it was like, oh, we're all gonna do slapstick, or we're all gonna do oh, this is not good. I hate to go out on a failed quest, but I think we might have to. It's after 1. Normally I'd go until 2, but I really do got a bunch of stuff I got to take care of today, so I should probably wrap up. I shouldn't have even streamed it all today. Get some stuff in the laundry, then go get the bus started. And then I gotta get stuff packed up for tomorrow, because we're gonna leave probably, I don't want to say first thing, because it'll probably not be first thing, but it'll be first thing for me. Yeah, we better bounce. Okay, everybody, I know that's kind of a disappointing way to end the stream. Sorry about that. Maybe if I get time to play like 1 or 2 quests, I'll just record that on its own and put like that one quest up on YouTube or something. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, peace, much love. If I don't get an opportunity to stream on Monday, I think I will though. I think I'll be able to stream at least something on New Year's Eve. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. And I should be back before New Year's. So in case I miss you for that too, Happy New Year's. But I think we'll be back before New Year's as well. So I think we'll do a little bit on Christmas Eve, and we'll probably do something the Monday after Christmas. So we should be back before you know it. Alright, kids. Peace. Much love. We'll see you soon. Toodles.
Bye-bye.